Greetings, this is Rusty Thundertrot, and welcome back to Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. I'm finally going to finish this damn game, episode 7. Alright, let's go ahead and finish looting this place. What does Pipe Fox do? Knowledge, Arcana, and Perception checks. Alright. So I'm going to give the Pipe Fox to Lan. Because while Knowledge Arcana doesn't do him much good, Perception does the entire party good.
I'm all ears.
We should prepare.
I think Sovereign Dragon needs to go to Ninio.
You are my favorite aide.
Alright.
I'm gone.
Might be trap, might be treasure.
Gold ring. So technically it's a treasure, not a great treasure, but... okay. Master, code word. Hand of Avori. Code word correct, awaiting orders. Frosty. Where did you come from? Who created you? Golem. This golem was created by Gaffin and Son, address 3, 3rd building on the right, Jeweler's Alley, Neurosian, Mendiv, model G504-ENE, which stands for Experimental and Enhanced. For all inquiries, contact Mr. Graffit. Frosty, tell me what suspicious people who came to the shop in the last week. Golem. 56 individuals entered the shop. Human, female, old. No male, old. Human, female. Woodruff. He'd be reeling off customers till nightfall. We need to ask it in a different way. Frosty. Warning of suspicious people, thieflings. Golem. Thieflings, 3. Tiefling male, middle age. Tiefling male, young. Tiefling female, young. Describe the young male tiefling. Tiefling male, medium height, short horns, curled backwards, medium length tail, eye color, yellow, hair color, black. Special and observance, annoyed master. Woodruff. Horn, hair, tails. That sounds like me, but it's not possible. I know what security's like here. I didn't come near the place. I give you my word, Chief. Golem. Special observations. Subject was unremarkable. Woodruff. There, see, it couldn't have been me. Frosty. Describe the middle-aged male tiefling. Golem. Tiefling male, medium height, long horns, medium length tail, eye color, pale blue, skin color, dark. Special observation, red hair. Woodruff. Oh, that's our trader. I bet your life on it. Here's me, drilled it into our heads that we wasn't to go hanging around the shop. Right here. We got a couple of gingers and plenty more who get it out of a bottle. So much for a special observation. Golems aren't all they're cracked up to be, huh? Maybe its master's no more. Frosty, describe the female thiefling. Golem, tiefling female, above average height, hair long pale, tail not observed, long horned, eye color blue, special observation, scar and nose, baldric with gold stitching. Would you? I don't know that one. A new arrival, most likely. Gold stitching, eh? Wouldn't mind to get to know her a little better. Frosty, enough. Frosty, where is your master? Golem, Philemon Fortrulis, my master is in his hiding place. Revealing the location of the hiding place is prohibited. 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 Frosty, where's the basement in this place? Golem, the basement is below me. I guard the basement. Leaving my post is prohibited. Frosty, I found out everything I wanted to know. Alright. Athletics check 16.
The mongrel did it.
And Lane succeeded at an athletics check. Finley and Filtrus, the elderly gnome, so portly is near. Marauders, bandits, scavengers. Lan, yeah, makes sense. We're all those things and much more. Before you report us to the authorities, mind if we have a chat? Frosty, good. Please come down. No one's going to rob you. Fiddlyman Fruiters. You do look better dressed than the local thieves and ruffians. You come here to tell me the nightmare is over? No, it's not. You're here to steal my riches. Get back. You performed an action that was good. You, Woodjeff, the dirty little sneak thief. You've been sniffing around my shop for years. Finally work up the courage to rob me, did you? Get out of here. You and your pals have taken everything already, I'm sure. My name is Frilium Furilius. I'm the owner of this shop, and I am not sure I can claim to be the owner of anything now. I hope there's at least something left of it. Woodjiff. Oh, come off it. Your shop is fine. It's a bit ransacked, maybe, but nothing a bit a spit and polish can't fix. Frosty. Where were you the night of the robbery? Philium Forsters. Do you think I robbed my own shop? I was here, in the basement. I was told to make it look like I'd left, and the watch was very keen to get their hands on these tieflings. They seem to be multiplying all over Galorian. So, of course, I did everything they said, and I've been stuck in the basement since then. The golem wouldn't move away from the door, no matter how much I yelled at it, but then I thought that was all to the good. Anybody came by after the guards and caused a ruckus upstairs, bellowing like mad, taking advantage of my absence. Frosty, tell me about the tieflings that have visited Ancestries and Wonders recently. Billiamen for Sturlis. Why should I tell you anything about my customers? You're not from the City Guard or the Eagle Watch. Woodjeff. Chief, if he keeps digging his heels, then just say the word. I know how to loosen his tongue. Rusty. Woodjeff, you try to persuade him. Woodjeff, persuade him how? I ain't even gonna try. I'm just gonna let him have a little chat. which if erupts in blue flames and shadows a winged demon with claws glowing behind him. With the Devour demon from the depths of the abyss. Fill me in firsters. I'll tell you everything. Yes, I really did kick that pup. I didn't know it was going to go flying halfway across the yard. Would you? Pup? What pup? Tieflings. Tell us about the tieflings. Frosty, tell me about Woodjiff. Fill me in firsters. Woodjiff Jeffter, right? Yeah. I've known him a long time, though. I'd rather not know him at all. He's been skulking around my shop for years, treating the place like a free museum. He always wanted to look at the moon of the abyss. I'd chase him out, and then he'd just slink back in again. If he was with the gang that robbed my shop, I bet anything he'd sweep the moon. Woodjiff. How come I'm the prime suspect? Whoever betrayed us all, that's the one who's got the moon. I want to see it returned to you. Got me? I don't like the other ideas of other people's grubby mitts on it. Frosty, tell me about the red-haired tiefling. Philemon, a red-haired tiefling. I suppose, yes, there was one who came in, spent a long time looking around. He was a person of modest means, I could tell by his clothes, but he asked me to show him some Asmar-made chainmail. He certainly couldn't afford it, but when I suspected that something was off, I checked everything after he left, but nothing was missing, and that put my mind at ease. I can't remember what he looked like. I didn't get a good look at his face. All I remember is that he was wrapped in a green cloak like he was freezing, but that's all I have. Woodjiff, that's it. With that description, we'll surely sniff him out. Come on, Chief. Back to Charisme. We go and have a good long shifty with all my brothers and put all these clues together. What the hell is a shifty? Something tells me our traitor wasn't going to wiggle out of this one. Frosty, tell me about the tiefling woman. Fill me in first ropes. A tiefling woman. Ah, yes, I remember now. A noble lady, unlike the tiefling ruffians we have around here. She purchased magical equipment for the crusade, and she promised to come again. If only all tieflings were like that, I'd be laughing all the way to the bank. Frosty, I found out everything I wanted to know. Freeman, if that isn't enough to help you catch the thieves, then I don't know what else to tell you. Now be on your way and leave me in peace with my wreck of a shop. Alright.
Follow my steps.
Head back to the tiefling's hideout. Sister Charisme. Well, are you going to tell me who the traitor is? The name and the moon of the abyss they stole. I don't need anything else. Take a good look at the suspects. The tieflings are tense and ready to reach their weapons. The only redheads are Melron and Dolphy. The dark-skinned tieflings are Valandir, Dolphy, Melron. Dolphy and Melron have straight horns. Travi is a female. Only Vanar and Melron have green cloaks. Frosty, I met some of the tieflings from your gang. One of them got trapped trying to get into an underground passage. Sister Charisme. And what? We all made a pact, everyone for themselves, and we'll meet up at the arranged time and place. If they're dumb enough to crawl into some hole in the ground, that's their lookout is not their... It's their lookout. I'm not their nanny. That's their lookout. And that sentence makes no sense. Alright, Frosty, I'm ready to give a name. Frosty, the trader's mailroom. You'll pay for this. Hotel and Hesperzet will get you in the end. Grab him, taking him away for questioning. Sister Charisma, he confessed someone connected to the cult of Baphomet ordered him to steal the moon of the abyss, and the best idea he could come up with was to drag us into it. He got the scroll to take out the golem. He betrayed us to Erebus so that he could swipe the amulet into chaos. He thought we'd get nicked and he'd slink off to meet up with his customer. Would you got the moon in the abyss? Let me look at it one more time. My whole life I've dreamt of holding it in my hands, if only for a second. Sister Chrisme. He said when he got to the window display, the moon was gone. He's lying, of course. He had time to hand the moon off to the person who ordered it. Bloody cultists. Oh, I don't really give a toss. I'm just glad we got to the bottom of this. Frosty, what are you going to do now? Sister Crimson, clear out of this place. The sooner the better. The city is dying, and I don't want to die with it. Sela, the city would have already died if it was not for the people who stood up defending it with their weapons in their hands. Sister Crimson, so defend it. I'm not stopping you. It's your city. But we've always been outsiders here. Why would we fight for you now? Frosty, I have to go. Sister Christmas, good decision. I don't plan on hanging around here long either. Would you? Sister, you forgot something. Sister Christmas, what now? You should be happy to be alive. Well, Jeff, an apology. You promised to apologize to me loudly in front of everyone. We're alone now, but I still want to hear it well. Sister Christmas, that. So sorry, I suppose, for being wrong about you this time. Don't think that was just because we didn't act like jerks this one time that it cancels out the rest of your record. I know all about you. Till next time, would you? Frosty, Diplomacy 20. That was the most pathetic apology I've ever heard. Too bad. That's all I got. Failed the diplomacy check. Well, Jeff, better than nothing. Listen, Chief, when we got a spare minute, come see me. I have something I want to discuss with you, but for now, let's get out of here. I don't like sitting below ground when the building above me is ready to crash down on our heads.
Let's head out.
My tail is twitching. Must be a sign.
Trap.
Is that a trap? It might be a trap.
Pretty good, aren't I?
Always be ready for the worst.
Tiefling's account book. It appears that Woodruff had already gotten into the treasury. Some jade, agate. Nothing of any particular great value, but we got something out of it. Alright, head back to the Defender's Heart.
We are the light. They are the darkness.
And giant spider. Alright, I'm gonna do my selling. I'm gonna skip time in here while I do my selling, and I'll pop back in once I go into the tavern itself. Okay, done with that. Not much to do there. Talk to Woodjiff.
Look, Chief, I got something to show you. Ta-da! A real beaut, isn't it?
Rusty, why did you steal the Moon of the Abyss? You wouldn't be able to sell such an item so rare anyway.
Why, he asks? It's expensive, pretty. And you know, it's my amulet, actually. Not meaning I stole it, but I mean, this is my inheritance. My grandma and I were poor. All we had was a jewelry box with the moon in it. She used to store it under the floor in the basement, and she'd take it out sometimes just to look at it. She was always nicer when she had a few drinks in her, so I could ask her things then. One time I asked where she got it from, and she said it was from a demon. You know, the demon who was my grandfather. He said the moon was to be passed down. My ma was good for nothing and nobody, so that's why Grandma decided to keep the amulet for me. She used to say it would be mine when I grew up. But she couldn't wait until I grew up. She squandered my inheritance when she became a drunk. Took it to Fileman's shop and pawned it. He gave her some coppers for it, and she didn't even haggle. Just grabbed them and ran back to the tavern before last orders. I've been going to Fileman's to look at the moon ever since I was a kid. He chased me away, but I just kept going back, so eventually he gave up. He didn't skimp on security. The place was like a fortress, so he wasn't worried about a street rat like me pinching anything. Even when I got more skilled, I couldn't get any closer to it. One day, I had no one to go with. Another day, there were only oafs who'd never stolen anything more than a church donation box. But when Charisme had planned everything out, I realized I had a chance to get the moon and move away from here. Maybe to Garen. I hear it's warmer there. I've stayed with the family for too long.
Rusty, good. You deceived the people who considered you a friend. That's not a way to treat your friends.
Family, friends. You know, some people don't believe in gods, so gods don't exist for them. And I don't believe in family. All that heartwarming talk about sticking together. Ugh. People like to say those things, but when push comes to shove...
Yeah, as a former foster child myself, I kind of get what he's saying here. I'm very dubious when people start talking about, togetherness and unity, and it all just makes my skin crawl.
Sister Charisme used to say that us tieflings were one family, and you see how that turned out. And did you hear that excuse for an apology? I did the right thing. And I was right to want to run when I just planned on stealing the Moon of the Abyss. Everything turned out as it should. Whatever you think, I owe you. I'm not just a thief, I have my own business selling things. Thanks to you, I'm still in the family. And we have the black market sewn up in this city. It's a good way to sell valuables. So, if you need anything, a scroll or something, just say the word. I have a little portal to our people in Nerosian. You put a note there, and you get what you need. I can't get you anything big, but what they do have is all high quality. Nothing's too good for you, Chief. What's mine is yours. For a price, of course.
Okay. Rusty, show me what you can get using your tiefling connections. Would you? Look, Chief, the tieflings have all the best things. So, ooh. I do like the Dwarven Rugosh, but I'm not trained for that on this character. Istaka Purity, nice. Gnome Hooked Hammer of Discipline. This might be useful for a character that comes along later. Wand of Snowball. Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and take this. Take a Scroll of Haste. Alright. So I'll give Frosty the Scroll of Snowball. Lance already got some cold ammo, and so does Ember. I'll give some to Ninio. Although, yeah, Ninio might actually have to shoot her crossbows so often because none of her cantrips are useful against demons. But she can learn haste. Alright. And go ahead and put on the ring of fire protection. Alright. So we're sitting pretty solidly at level 4. Talk to Ninio. Ninio, boy, I'm pleased with you. I asked you to bring me to safety, and exactly what you did, indeed. Having a follower to aid me is most efficient and frankly pleasing. With you on hand, I shall conquer new horizons, plumb the depths of knowledge, hitro unknown, and scale the dazzling heights of fortune, of future discoveries. What I mean is, I'd like to express my deepest gratitude. I foresee immense potential in our future cooperation. Rusty, happy to help. Ninio, hand in hand we will unravel the greatest mysteries inaccessible to the minds of ordinary people. Just imagine it. I leading the way, proudly staring into the face of the gods themselves, and you, my loyal follower, walking behind me every step of the way, writing down my deepest thoughts, admiring the profundity of my intellect. Rusty, do you always express your delight so effusively? Ninio, huh? What? Who are you? Oh, yes, my new follower. So, what am I supposed to do? Oh, yes, I must provide some verbal encouragement for your has yet modest achievements and try to induce you to strive for more of such encouragement. That's the principle that underpins any training. Ah, I see. Your modest nature was unsettled by the overabundance of my gratitude. I do apologize for putting you in such an awkward position. I will never praise you again unless I forget. But let's get back to the business at hand. Your new assignment will be to take me to the inconspicuous ruins that are located in an even more inconspicuous valley lying between Canabras and Dresden. As soon as it is reasonably practical, I'll mark the place on your map with a large red cross so you won't forget it. Frosty, what's so special about these ruins near Canabras? Nino, I'm glad you asked. This is my greatest hypothesis. My secret project. I won't pass up the opportunity to share it with you because you are my most loyal follower, and you are worthy of possessing such knowledge. And you also, because you're the first person to ever ask me about it. Some time ago, I was walking around the border of the World Wound, and I met a strange person. He was wearing a frayed gray robe, and his face was hidden behind an odd white mask. Of course, I didn't miss the opportunity to ask him about the reasons for his absurd appearance. And do you know what he said to me? He said, I am the answer, but what is the question? Then he walked off in the direction of the World Wound. The next day, after I'd already forgotten about the first encounter, I had another similar encounter. This time I met an elven woman, judging by the pointy ears sticking out from behind the mask. I am the answer, but what is the question? She said before taking off towards the World Wound, and then I realized everything became clear to me. I know a mystery when I see one. Consider this one of my myriad talents. After all those geysers weren't simply on their way to a costume party, were they? After examining several maps, I determined they were all heading in one direction. To a place not far from Canabras, a place which is marked on has nameless ruins, even on ancient Sarkosian maps. That is where I need to go. Unraveling the secret of that place will be my greatest discovery. It will secure my place in history, or perhaps even in legend. Frosty, how do you know where we have to go? Inio, do you know how to find a beehive in the forest? You need to catch 2 bees, set them free in 2 different locations of the forest, and remember the directions that they fly in. Then you take a map and draw lines showing the bees' routes, and a place where the lines intersect will mark the location of the beehive. Fascinating, yes? By the way, forest bees do not make any honey, Ninio sighs. Frosty, that's all I wanted to know about your task. Ninio, well now you know, so off we go. Did I just make a rhyme? Perhaps I've discovered a new poetic talent in myself. Let's conduct an experiment. Quickly, say a word and I will try to find a rhyme for it. Frosty, science. Ninio, that's when thinkers make alliance. Intellectual defiance. Ninio, not the best rhymes, don't you think? Well, this experiment was unsuccessful. We learned that I have no poetic talent after all. But it's no reason to despair. I have a gift of poetry. Having a gift of poetry in addition to my inexhaustible intelligence would have been a little bit too much. Besides, I am catastrophically busy and have no time to spend on writing poetry. Frosty, I have to go. Ninio. This conversation lasted approximately 5 minutes. By the way, did you know the exact same amount of time the Inquisitors of Canabras needed to find a defendant guilty? But to shake off the Inquisitors chasing you takes 5 times as long. The experiment proved that running while clad in heavy armor is not burdensome for them at all. Yes, it's not. Indra. Indra. I hope this example clearly illustrates the difference between Justica legionaries from the last war and the Crusaders. The perfection of form and the spirit they were imbued with during creation turned them into parts of a well-balanced war machine, not ragtag bunch of individuals, but a united whole. For now, tell me again, why am I supposed to be impressed by your reckless assaults where everywhere is fighting for their ego and for the right to beat their peers to a swift but pointless heroic sacrifice? Rusty, looks like we got ourselves a student of warfare. Indra, were your words meant to recognize my achievements or to start a fight the way a Mendeleev Crusaders usually do? Carnarvon's Crusader. If the whole gist of yours, or whatever, had come for us, we'd have their guts for garters, and you think we're never fought a mighty adversary before? I would love to, Indra, I would love to see you storm a 60-foot tall walking castle shaped like a gigantic elephant that carries siege fortifications on its back. And then I'll have you know these fortifications were defended by Justinkan priest craftsmen armed with demon-bound war machines. They use enemies you cannot defeat as a mindless weapon. You should not argue with someone who happens to be the most authoritative researcher on the history of warfare 3,000 years before the foundation of Absalom. The lecture is over. Do my esteemed listeners have any questions? Rusty, what is this last war that you mentioned? Indra, the last war of Justaka, of course, the large-scale conflict that took place 3,000 years before the foundation of Absalom. It is a war against the Orisian pharaoh of Forgotten Plagues, the war that ended the legendary Justicia Imperium, an epic struggle became a most vibrant page in military history. Alas, all conflicts that followed were but a pale shadow, including the one I am witnessing here. Rusty, you are wrong to treat Crusaders with such disdain. Allow me to explain. Indra, a debate. Oh, I will happily provide that the current conflict can't hold a candle to the last war of Justaka. Very well, the last war of Justaka was waged using a significantly greater number of troops. Both sides actively relied on reinforcements from Allied planes, and their strategic planning was perfected through no fewer than 7 rounds of intensive design. None of the above applies to this war of yours. Compared to the Justaka, we are but stone club-wielding kobolds. I would like to conclude my thesis with a few words of the wise counsel from Dargon, the advisor of the Pharaoh of Forgotten Plagues. I doubt you will comprehend the true genius of his statement, but here it is nevertheless. The gadfly sees an ox. The ox pays no heed to the gadfly, but crimson fever takes them both. Alright, so I can go for knowledge or diplomacy. I'm going to go for knowledge world. The principles of war are always the same. Weapons, causes, resources may change, but the foundation remains immutable. Success! In Medora, there's logic in your words, I give you that. Yes, the concept of war does not change, but the degree and sophistication of methods that we use to destroy our foes. As a scholar, I cannot deny there's a certain truth beneath your skeptical statement. History is a complex discipline rooted in the fact and evidentiary base that grows ever more meager the farther the described period is from the present moment. Of course, if I were to argue in bad faith, the way the Crusaders embellished their tales of slaying a single bridle mark by adding a dozen bailiffs, for example, I could win this debate, but I am above such things, and therefore I am forced to admit your skepticism is not entirely without merit. Rusty, I'm sure you would have been able to expound on your arguments in a longer discussion. Endora, I'm glad we both understand this limitation. It is always a pleasure to face a worthy opponent, even if the debate takes place in a grimy tavern. Perhaps especially because of that. Take this. It is a worthy blade. It will be of use not only for the strong, but also for the wise. And this is where I bid you farewell. Before the end of the day, I was planning to observe how winged demons use pack tactics to drive their prey like herds of livestock. But it's about time I got back to my research. Stay safe. Alright. So, the Claw Agistak. So it's a +1 flaming short sword. Not a too terribly great weapon, I would say. Right, I'll brig. Alright. So, let's get back on with the adventuring. So we're at 45 minutes now. Alright. I'm going to drop Woodjiff and pick up Ulbrich. And I'm going to head to the Tower of Estrog. I failed to sneak past enemies, so... Alright. So what do we got? Marauders. Not very strong, so auto attack should be able to do this quite well. Alright, I'm turning off power attack. Turning on shifter claws. I'm not going to use my griffin aspect for this battle. Alright. Now let's update my formation. Okay. Get land back where he belongs. We'll put Ember in the center here and land to be rear guard.
Let us be careful.
Narber's burns. The city should never fall, and fate shows no mercy. Clouds may veil the stars, but nothing can hide the light in someone's soul, and I see this light in you. We will stand shoulder to shoulder with you against evil. I hear the echo of a familiar voice. I feel the warmth of my kindred flame. My brother, we will help you. Alright, so now we have angelic aspect. Nice. Whoever you are, keep quiet. There's a horde of enemies just beyond the store. Come over here. And you'll see. There's a handy way up nearby.
Tread lightly.
Be quiet and watch. This is the best part. Get it together, idiots. No more looting. You're all going to sit tight right here and wait for the order to attack the Defender's Heart. It's the last bastion of the Crusade resistance. We'll flatten them and claim our victory. Into the abyss with all the Crusaders and the Defender's Heart. Kalis, the city is ours already. Now it's time to enjoy the spoils. Split into groups quickly. I'll tell you where to go and what to bring back. Foxen, you idiot. Go back to Baphomet. He must be missing his lapdog. Everyone here will be following my orders. I'm in charge. We won't submit to you, you dirty Dureski knight. Keep out of this, Kalis, or I'll curse all your extremities to wither and drop off. Everyone, listen to me. What we're going to do is... Looking for a fight, Foxen? Fine. You'll get one. Had enough, worm? I'm in charge here. Kalis is the strongest. No looting. Only slaughter. We're gonna sit here and wait for the command to attack. Defender's Heart will fall.
I'd stay away from there right now. The tower is the main stronghold of the Templars of the Ivory Labyrinth and their allies. Going up against that many of them would be suicide. I have a better idea. If the demons and their mortal agents were better organized, the Crusaders would have been crushed long before now. But they're always trying to spread in every direction. Right now, in every corner of the city, there are demons like Kylus who are trying to consolidate their forces to launch a joint attack on the Defender's Heart.
Frosty, who are you?
Greybor. I'm a contract killer who's been hired to kill that demon that just walloped that other one. I've tracked him all the way here, and was planning to kill him when that crowd showed up, so I had to pull back.
Frosty, what do you suggest?
Don't even think about trying to take them all on single-handed. You'll be mincemeat. Better to warn the Crusaders and the Defender's Heart that the demons are planning to attack. And later, once the attackers have been taken care of, it'll be much easier to sweep through this tower and eliminate the defenders left behind.
Frosty, thanks for the advice. We could attack them together.
I have no desire to die today. If you choose to go in there, I'll take advantage of the opportunity, of course. I'll kill Kylus, and get back here as quickly as I can. I'm not going to fight any of the others. I don't work for free.
Actually, just you taking care of him would be quite a bit of help, so.
The city is burning. People are dying. And you're thinking about how to fill your pockets?
Yes. So what? Listen here, girl. If you're so eager to save someone, go and do it. And don't waste your breath preaching at me.
That's city folk for you. No fellow feeling in them. No sense of kinship. No belief in doing your neighbor a good turn. They'd smother their own mother for a penny, and for tuppence they do themselves in as well.
Rusty, I'm going
I
now.
hope you act wisely.
You're so sad. Please take care.
What are you doing here, girl? This is no place for people like you. Go. Hide somewhere safe.
Alright.
Meditate on your mistakes. It might make you feel better.
Everyone counts on me.
Unimosi travisi. Unimosi travisi.
Doubt is the heart's greatest
Trust in
challenge.
yourself.
Esmith, Axel, yes. Esmith, Axel, yes. Esmith, Axel, yes.
Anything new?
Esmith, Axel, yes. Now, air, order.
All they took from me, I'll take back.
Alright. So, let's see if I have a potion of vanish in here. Restoration Lesser. Mage Armor.
Are we in trouble yet? Quiet steps. Weapons ready. Thanks, Lan. You're so awesome, Lan.
Yes, Lane, you actually are quite awesome. That was a bit of a hard check to pull off, but he did it.
Hide from me. Yet another obstacle.
Alright. Ah, I've rolled 20 on a save. That's always unfortunate.
Gritio, Turio. Aborane, sende.
Into the fray!
Amaranda gratis.
Hmm, 13 versus 13. Alright.
Attack!
Alright. That's one dead.
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
Alright. This is actually going pretty good so far.
Aim carefully.
Alright. Frosty's just killing them now. Okay. Sela?
Right, take
Ah, you missed. I don't care about the demons being immune to nauseating. That's not a key part of my plan, so...
Esmu, Ax.
Alright, Ember got one. Yeah, I don't have a clear path to charge anybody, so... I'm gonna just move forward. Alright, lands out of his, bunk.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Into the fray!
Sela missed. I want to try taking Foxen down before he has a chance to cast a fireball. Move Ulberg up. Alright, Ninyo, I have used Arcane Bond to refresh Magic Missile. And cast that at Foxen. Okay, Ember, try to put Foxen to sleep. And save, will save. Alright. Frosty, go after Foxen.
You won't survive me.
Sela?
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
That was an unfortunate miss. Dretch ran away. Alright, he got his fireball off, but it wasn't too bad.
Surrender
Alright,
or
Ember
else.
used Divine Zap. Alright, that was a good roll on that. See if Frosty can finish him off. Good. Now it's just a matter of mopping up the leftovers.
Endure this.
Which Land is doing quite admirably.
The light. Take you.
I'm gonna come out of turn-based mode and go back to real-time with pause, and we'll take care of this last stretch. Okay. Ember can heal herself. She doesn't need Frosty to use a scroll on her. Okay, let's loot everything. Pamphlet depicting a beautiful golem. Alright, I'll read this off screen. If you want to read it, pause right now. Okay. So we're at 1 hour in. So I'm going to end this episode here, and we'll finish up the Tower of Estrog when I come back in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching.